Hello, welcome back. Last time was mostly one really big water puzzle, but I got most of this island cleaned up. There's like one or two more little puzzles to do. There are 2 stars down here, right. I walked away from this room because it looked complicated. Okay, so there's a one-way thingy right here. There's a water mimic there. I want to verify that the obvious happens. I mean, the thing is glowing, so yes, of course it does. That's what you look like. Okay, so you can press that. Other one can press... Actually, what you want to mimic is this. Alright, so the way in is open. I need a water block to move in order to survive that, so it's going to have to be a mimic of that one out there, I think will work. Not quite. There's a hole here, and you can't quite access this. Okay, that seems like a problem. Can I switch one for the other? Not really. Can I switch you in? Not really. Let's see. You can break a box. Okay, first of all, what does this interaction do? Pushes the water dude once. Okay. So yeah, like, I'd like to ride this stream, but it leads to spikes right now. If I do this, do you mimic that right away? No, you just play that really, really short animation. What if I go in the stream now? We both die! How sad! Alright. So, what do I desire? I guess one idea would be... this is a little awkward. Let's do it this way. You're over 1 now, which is useful. Now I don't have space to do what I want to do. Should I brought you over 2, maybe? Sure. That's still not exactly good enough, is it? It might be. Okay, yeah, so surprisingly tight spaces here. Yeah. No room for what I desire. I'm trying to get... I can't point. I'm trying to get you to roll over this hole and destroy that box. Is that what I actually want, though? Would it be better to push the box? Okay, that's probably not what I wanted. Too bad, it's what I got. So all of this seems required as far as I can tell. And then these 2 are just stuck where they are. This one can't do anything for me in particular. This water mimic cannot escape because it can't come away from this wall before falling in that hole. So that won't work. Okay, so I guess... Oh, you can destroy those crystals! I forgot those were an actual feature that is different from... Okay, that makes a difference. Okay, that's an element, not just ornamentation. Oops. So this will just destroy the box, right? Yeah, you don't push, you destroy. That's not where I wanted to go. That's okay. It'd be nice if this came out a redo button. I've warmed significantly on redo buttons in puzzle games ever since I added one to my own. It's actually quite useful. So, okay, cool. I can hit the green switch and get the 1 star. What about the other star? That one remains a mystery. So I haven't seen Earth Elemental interacting with Water Stream. Okay, that's not useful. What does this do? Nothing good. Earth wins, water loses. Okay. Okay, what about... While we're trying things... What about this? Spectacular. Alright, so I can make you turn around and crush me against the wall. Okay. Now, yes, I do note... oh, I can't quite do anything about it. I guess if I do things in this order I can? But So many things to trip over. I do know there's a destructible rock there, and I can get you back. So that could just get you out of the way for a little while, if that was what I desired. The way I did that wasn't very healthy. Okay. What are these elements? Like, how from this do you want me to do useful work? That's what's unclear. So here's a destructible rock thing. I'm pretty sure, okay, so looking at this arrangement, for the star behind the green gate, one box has to be destroyed, one box has to be cloned. So each of you has a job in that. Then all three have to go into the holes. However, how would this one over here go into the holes? And the one that has to be destroyed is one of these two, not the one that's blocked by spikes here. Because again, you can only destroy, you can't push. You can't push either, only I can push, really. So if I destroy one of these boxes, sure, I guess I can do that now and just sort of play with it, although that's not how I want that. Well, I can have done no work at all. That's an option. Okay. So if these two are next to each other, I can just edge the rock dude along slowly. I'd lose the water dude by doing that. Oh, wait a second. There's a thing I hadn't thought about, which is that you could sit on the plate, which would mean I only need to bridge 2 of the gaps. Okay. Does that actually help me? Ah, so I see another thing I could do. Alright, you're fine for that. I can get another push like this. Still not good enough. Still really not good enough. Unless... Aha. No. Whoops. I can bridge this hole now. I don't know why I would care. That's about all that box can do. Other than be mimicked by a guy who's no longer here. Alright, could that guy still be here? Well... No. Okay. So I think there's something to the idea of... Oh boy. No, this just doesn't make sense to me. If I were to do this... Oh, wait, I see something. No, I don't. Thought I did, but I don't. Yeah, I can destroy this one. That's no good. Oh, look at that! I busted out the water guy and he's still alive! Okay. So, destruction is not so destructive as it turns out. If I could push you north right now, I would like that. Can't, though. Okay. Okay. What is happening? What is happening? And there's still, like, this other half of the puzzle to do. What? How do I do things? I guess there's that option. I don't think that's what I want, though. Ah, but could I break you back out? Yeah, okay. That's something. So how will that work then? That is no good. I need to position these somewhere else first. Where, how? Whoa. Good luck figuring that out. Well, I can't actually get these around each other, can I? Not in this arrangement. I would have to go one more over, and then I think I can. And then I can edge this over, mimic here. Oh, okay, so that means... Here we go, this is how to get an earth elemental in that spot. Ah, you could get just one shot, though. However, that is already useful. Okay, I'm getting somewhere, I think. I can break this now. I can mimic this now. I can push the mimicked thing over, and I think that's enough to get it done? Yes, because with a little more indirection, you can do that, you can do that, you can go here. And there we go. That's this star for me. Okay, cool. What about the other half of the puzzle? Okay, well, I know that I could... Oh, you're not heavy enough. But... there might be more potential for... No, not really. I don't know, that's no worse than what I had, at least. So this other part. There are 2 water blocks in the puzzle. One is here, one is there. I almost see it. I might see something. Okay. So... for now, I will accept a loss. And pretend it's not one. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I don't need that mimic for anything else in this half of the puzzle. This doesn't make sense. Doesn't do anything useful. Okay, that actually destroys a water block. Okay, now I know. Alright, that didn't make sense. That didn't do anything useful. But I could bring the golem back after pushing it out, if I wanted. Okay, there's another way. Doesn't feel too good. Okay, but remember, I can make another golem. Yeah, and of course, you just do all your violence. You're big and heavy. Water is small and light. But none of this is productive. I'm doing it anyway. To show you how unproductive it is. Okay. I'm going to test something else. Well, that'll put you in spikes. So the thing I wanted to test... Oh! So that showed me something useful, though. Okay. The something useful is I can get you there by pushing that way, but the water one is still stuckish. And I haven't done any useful work. Well, okay, what if... you two copy each other. Whoops. What does this do? And this? Okay. Oh, here we go. It's simpler. Without even copying, I can direct you north this way. Still don't know what the utility of this is. Doesn't seem like any. I see some. Here we go. Water Mimic is out there now. I can push it back, I can mimic the water block, and that might be everything? Okay, so I had to discover some mechanics in order to solve this. Sometimes it's just like that. Alright, you're gonna be a little bit of a pain about this, that's fine. Okay, and I need my Earth Friend too. Earth Friend is not actually available anymore. So what I did with it was not exactly useful. Okay, so Earth Friend. This is fine, doesn't make a difference which way around I go. Yeah, I didn't have to reset fully, but it seemed like the quick option. So I want bump, 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 other bump. Oh, I can just do... well, actually, no, I can't. If I do this, you're gonna un-golem, right? You are. That also will not do. It could. Yeah, this is where I want this anyway. But I can't do the push I want to do. Well, I can do it here like this, right? This is all kinds of awkward. That didn't work. Well, okay, what if then I simply did things this way? That's good enough. And that makes this process a little quicker since there's a water block to copy here. I got a copy of a copy. How many generations before it becomes unrecognizable, do you suppose? Alright, so you will destroy that box. That was why I needed to preserve you. I still need the green thing held? Well, okay, so this is permanent progress. So then all I need is... okay, so that was phase 2, there is a phase 3. This would kill me. Alright, there is a phase 3, but this is open now. This allows me to just do that right away. Okay. So for phase 3... I need both this destroyed and the green plate held. I was right about this room. It's very complicated. I might actually want to clone the other one in that position. Can't tell for sure. Oh, and also... hang on, so this situation is completely different because I have two-way travel here now. And I don't need to hold those plates at all. Okay, so leave those alone. They may come in handy later for other things. Okay, so now, this side of the puzzle. I don't actually remember how I did this. There was some waste involved. That was not one of the steps, I think. I think I did this, this... Whoa! You doing okay there? Why did it do that? Well, it stopped now. Animations sometimes just don't quite play right. Why did I do that? What am I trying to do? None of that was useful. Right, okay, the way I actually solved this before was more like shove this over, get this to the other side, which I have to do this way. Shove this over, turn into Golem. Here or here? Here. Destroy box, become water. Push that in there. Destroy crystal. Become box. This is different from what I did before. Possibly better. Seems to me like it makes more sense. Then you remain available for destroying the other box, which is not actually what I want. And will in fact be insufficient. So I still have those assets out there. Can I use them somehow? When was I wasteful? There must have been some waste somewhere. Check this out. Yeah, check it out, he's cornered now. So here's the thing. I've been thinking about the idea of using this mimic to go south here. Two problems. One, it runs into a wall and is no longer stony. Two, it's offset from the position that would need to break this box. Good grief. What is happening here? Okay, so what if I use my tools differently? I don't get done what I want to get done, it looks like. I've tried this before and it's no good. That gap's too wide to cross. And this can't escape. And I can't have done that earlier, right? Right. Okay. Well, here's an idea. It's no good. Oh, never mind. You did not... Okay, so by bumping into something... Still don't like that. That's not any better. It's equivalent to the same thing. If I destroy this way... This just leads down the exact same path I've already been on. Well, you can go over here for a moment and make it back. Oh, you've destroyed that. You can't make it back. All you would do is kill me. What? There are too many things in here. Which of these things am I meant to be looking at? Like, where's the useful work? My main problem here is I don't have something to put on the green pressure plate. It's hard to fill in enough holes to get in there. So what was my fix for this before? I don't have any kind of solution replay, so I don't actually know. I think it involved this. It must not have, though. That doesn't seem right. Was it the other way around? Well, if I had done that... Wait, isn't this okay? No, this is what I did before, isn't it? But there's one missing ingredient. Missing ingredient of box destruction. Which I don't have the means to do here anymore. Unless I can make a full rotation. No, you are not watery. You are not Gollemy anymore. Ah, but if I had cloned you earlier... Maybe I could have done something about that. Okay, so just take a break from this to perform a separate task up here. This might work. transformation is hard to keep tabs on, but I think this will do the job. Okay. Wow, alright. So, transformation is a deep mechanic. This will not work. It could have if you had been in a different position, but yeah, you transform back. You transform back. I need you in a different position. Well, here should do, right? And I can do this work now to make sure it happens. It did! Okay, there we go. So this order ought to get things done. You smash that, you go on the plate, and now I have the star. Wow, okay, this was a ridiculously complicated room. I did it though. Blop! And then you animate really slow. Okay. So those two stars are mine. There's a key and a sapphire there, and that's everything, right? There's a couple of keys down here too somewhere. Where are those? How are they? Can I just pick them up now? I need to just like... oh, where am I? Turtle is here. I'm too far south? Keys are up there. There are two holes to cross. And they have one water mimic, so I need to get a water block away from the wall? Yeah, if I can cross that, then things happen. Or, now hold up, is there not a way to simply... is there a way to get this away from the wall somehow? How was that? Was there not? I thought by going around this circle somehow something... no, it got away from the other wall? Certainly doesn't get away from this wall to get up here. Could I... oh, well, no. Huh. That's not useful. Neither is, well, certainly neither is that. So I've done this puzzle before, but there's an extra bit to it. All that does is propagate all of that water, not what I want. Okay, I have an idea. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but... it's not going to work. How would I fill two holes here? Like, I need something else out and about in this general area, or this general area. Pushing north up here is impossible. The spikes prevent it, so I don't need to look at getting something in this row. It's just one of these two columns. I have you, and that's it. I was thinking, like, redirect this stream here and then there, but that requires already having something in this column. Like, this one in particular is the impossible one. I have the one thing in that column already. Lots of things can go in this column, but the one in between? No, that's forbidden. Or so it would seem. I thought I had a way once when I was originally solving this, but I don't now see how that could have been. Water is fine. Box is fine too. Either one would work. Not what I wanted, but it's what I got. None of that is productive. I have a portal, and I can travel back, and I can bring a box with me. But to go west... that just seems incredibly improbable. Whoa! So the water elemental has an idle animation too, huh? Just having a great time splashing itself around. Look at that! Ha! Alright, after staring at this for a while, I have one possible idea. It looks unlikely, but what if I could pack enough things over here to direct that stream to the north? It actually doesn't take that much to do it. Okay. Which things do I want to do that with? So first of all, I mean, I can just do that. This is directed north now. Cool. That will destroy this water, so I want, like, one more... What does that actually do? I still haven't been able to verify this behavior. So I have this way not open, and that won't help me. I might have to take this before I change... Okay. Need to make some state changes over here. Whoa. This is super cramped. But okay, by doing that much, I can gain one more water and at least see what the behavior is. Ah! Actually, no, I can't. Not without... Well, that's okay. I can do this. No, I can't. What? Hold on, there's one more way in there. What if I do... that and then... There are spikes there, so no. So if I go here and do this... There's a reason I like that. I guess because it lets me go around to the loop again? I also do have a box that can be used to fill in a hole. But I'd like to use it to fill in that hole. Yeah, that's the thing that needs to make the trip over the water. If I had one more water block up here... Maybe I could do what I wanted to do. Those are spikes. Those are spikes. I cannot go that way. I have a teleporter, though. Which lets me not do anything. Because that's placed. Okay, so instead... let's shove this here. That there. Go all the way back around again somehow. I guess it's gonna have to be... I'm not getting a hold of this, right? Doesn't look likely. So I'll just not worry about it. So now I have two-way travel through here. Sorta. Can that be useful in some way? Yes. Yes, it can. Okay. So use the teleporter. Walk over here. Shove that out of the way. It would have been nice if I had done that earlier. That's okay. Dang it, that just extended that waterfall. That's not what I wanted. So I needed something different. Maybe if I do this and this. No, that won't work. Yes it will. Maybe. Here? I can't push you north because this is already done. So I have to not have done that. Which would mean I'd have to ring the bell. And that's no good. Or, okay, so maybe if I do this, I can get enough benefit out of it that it's okay to have made that sacrifice. Yes, I think so, actually. So, problem is I used this water already. Let's hold off on that. I would like to get a different block through. Yeah, I'd like to. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe I still can do everything. Yeah, I think I still can do everything. No, because of that. Okay, well I just have to not do that move then. I can't avoid it. Not realistically, right? Oh shoot, I don't have my two-way travel set up here. Dude. Okay, so this. Then this. That means I can send you here. I'm not ever getting another thing in that hole, though. And that feels like a problem. I won't be sending enough things south through here to extend that water, and even if I did, it would redirect into this stream here. So I need to have not used that pool as early. Hard to imagine what that would... Well, no, hold on. What if I buffer a thing here? That might actually have some promise. Yeah, I think I can do something with this. Yeah. There. Pulled the pin out of the lock. Okay, this is... I'm actually kind of impressed with the intricacy here. There is so much going on in this puzzle. I had no idea this was a multipass the first time I did it. So you can go here. You can repeat what that block did, and that thing up there can repeat what the other block did, and then the brown box can make it. The water elemental can do the rest. And I think I've solved it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, yeah, so that can just flow right over a hole, making it no longer a hole. I think that's the first time I managed to actually pull off that arrangement. I think I have one less problem. Getting to the other side of that box, however, terrain is provided for exactly that. Okay. I'm trying to shadow trail. There, I did it a little bit. Harder than you might think. There we go. Nice layering. Alright, 3 keys are mine. And there's still a key and a sapphire left in this room. So, cleanup did not conclude here today. Not yet. There is 1 room left to go. And then, of course, I also need whatever this is. And then that's truly everything? That the map shows me, at least? There is also, however, a campfire. Which may mean something. But yeah, okay. So there's the 1 key here with the symbol I don't have. Just come back later. And 1 puzzle here left to do. Alright, next time this, then elsewhere.